What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use any hero in the game to beat any team in the game, to prove once and for all that a single hero choice does not matter. Let's get into it.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Hey everybody, this is a video series that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and I had a great conversation with a bit of my community a little while ago about why one hero choice does not make or break your lineup. Choosing your favorite hero, and in this example, my favorite hero is going to be Ginger, not actually my favorite hero, but might be your favorite hero. Why I think that any team can be beaten with Ginger, with the right supports, with the right team around her. Now, before we go any further, let me get some disclaimers out of the way. I'm a Hero Wars enthusiast. By no means am I an expert. I really enjoy this game, and specifically, I love the idea that every hero is viable. I can make Ginger beat every team out there. Every single team you throw in front of me. Yes, even high dodge Dante teams. In this completely unscientific experiment, we're going to prove that Ginger, who is subjectively the worst damage dealer in Hero Wars, at least the worst marksman, I'm going to show that the line between the best marksman and the worst marksman or marksperson is very, very small. And it's the supporting cast, the heroes you put around that hero, is what actually makes the difference. Now, I'm reminded constantly that I don't cater to the super high-end audience. I don't cater to the top 1%. So in order to fulfill this unscientific experiment, I've chosen a server that I believe is one of the top servers. And as we continue this video series, we're going to choose different servers every week. Server 5 is a very strong server. The Pink Pigs kind of dominate that server. One of the best guilds in all of Hero Wars, in the history of Hero Wars. And I wanted to see if I can defeat their top 10 arena defensive teams on that server with Ginger in every single lineup. Now, there's a couple problems with this strategy. First of all, we're dealing with max testing, right? Doesn't always translate to the average player, and the average player will not have 5 maxed heroes or 10 maxed heroes and 6 or 7 maxed pets. Like, you're just not. Like, the average player is just not. So there's a problem with that. But we are dealing with the top 1%, the elites, the I'm not letting you in my guild unless you have these heroes leveled kind of players. Okay, so we're going to go up against those defensive lineups. And the problem with using defensive lineups in in arena and servers and all of that is the defensive teams literally change or can change every minute. Now, this server I think has a pretty good lock on the top 10 places, but there are occasionally some other guilds or some transfers that can jump in and move some stuff around. Personally, I don't even look at arena until it gets close to my reward time, which is 8 p.m. Central Time. I do the 1 or 2 for my dailies in the morning just to make sure I don't forget. But if I'm trying to get a high rank in arena, I don't really care about arena until like the last 30 minutes of the day before the rewards are handed out. So it's again a very unscientific experiment. And the reason why I'm doing different servers, server 5 in this instance, and not just sticking with server 25 that I play on, is that every server is different, right? Every server has different heroes that teams have leveled up, and every meta shifts based on, different people making different statements with their guild on different servers. So I wanted to just try to make it as random as possible, this completely unscientific experiment, and we're going to see what we can do. I don't want to get blinded by my server's meta when obviously there are very good team ideas out there that I haven't really dug into, or that people in my guild haven't really dug into. We're going to jump in here with these lineups, and this is rank 3 on the server. I believe this one is held by King Arthur of the Pink Pigs, and this line was rank 3 whenever I took the screenshot yesterday. The pets are my best guess, and I just wanted to make a couple of wins here just to kind of show you that you can in fact beat such a strong line, obviously such a strong defensive line, using a hero like Ginger. And while I play this just for fun, I want to talk about the difference between the best tank in the game, whatever that would be for this team, compared to the worst tank in the game, Chaba. I intentionally use Chaba here because, again, the line between the best tank in the game and the worst tank in the game is very, 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 very small. Is Chaba the best tank to use in every situation? No. Is Chaba the best tank to use in this fight? No. I mean, he did do some work right here, getting Rufus out of the way so I can blow up that Nebula. I chose some really easy to get heroes that everybody should be leveling up. The tank can literally be any choice. Aurora, Astaroth, Marcus, an off tank like Marcus or Anvari. I used Phobos because Phobos is somebody that everybody should be leveling, especially with as many Sebastians in mage teams as there are in the world. Of course, we're going to use Ginger, who is our specific target hero. The best healer in the game to use right now is Dorian, in my opinion, and Fafnir. We're just utilizing the new hero because it's the new hero and obviously provides a lot of support for Ginger. Now, in this instance, and in many instances like it, I think the best pairing or the best use for Fafnir while we're here is to use with an agility hero if you don't have to use additional agility heroes. If I need to use Isaac, if I need to use Sebastian, then I probably wouldn't necessarily use Fafnir, right? Because Fafnir targets one hero at a time with his shield effect, and it will prioritize an agility hero, so the play is to just have one agility hero. If I have more than one agility hero, then Fafnir's usefulness is less because it's not as specific on who he is shielding and buffing. And you can see here, rank 3, like I said, this is King Arthur, rank 3, King Arthur taken down with not much issue, and I was able to get a couple more wins. Here's just a random one with the same lineup there. Yeah, pretty easy. I used a different pet, used Fenris here instead. Now the rank 2 fight was going to be a challenge. It's going to be the first challenge for Ginger. The reason why a lot of people say to not level up Ginger is because as a physical attacker that does a lot of area of effect damage, that doesn't do a lot of damage, she's going to really supercharge these dodge teams. And I'd be lying if I say it didn't take me a while to figure out a team that could consistently beat this line. What you don't see here is another page full that I had to, that ended up rolling off, that I've used so many times. But this line is against Ben. You can see it's a dodge lineup. You're using Dante, you're using Heidi, and Nebula, of course, for a little bit of boosted there. I lost a bunch until I found this line right here. Now, I am using a couple of different heroes that I didn't use before. Nebula I'm using. You should be leveling Nebula for LOLosh anyway. Marcus, Jorgen, Arachne, these 3 heroes are really easy to get heroes, and I think they're very strong heroes. I was able to defeat this line 4 times in a row. The first fight I'm going to show you real quick. I'm just going to speed this up. There wasn't really much RNG to this at all. What it really comes down to is just controlling the Dante and then, grinding the rest of the team down. Without an enemy, without using an enemy Sebastian, you're really free to control the enemy line as best as you would like. Really, the downside of defenses is you can't set up your team for every eventuality, right? Even though there was a control hero here in Leon, I really don't find any use for Sebastian in my line. And these 3 fights were using the exact same lineup that I just showed you, and here's one using the new pet Chorus as the team pet, just to kill that Leon a little bit faster. One of the things that I was seeing is that I was easily able to defeat everybody here, the Dante, the Nebula, the Dorian, but there at the end I was struggling with the Leon. But whenever I added Chorus in as a team pet, the fight didn't last as long. I still won the other fights, right? You can still see I won the other fights, but this does add a couple more to our total. But again, proof that Ginger can defeat lines like this. Now, the one caveat that I would say against the Dante teams and any other dodge team would be to try to push Ginger to the 5th position. You can do that, or you could use Astaroth to get the free revive. Ginger's health is so low that it will that she will be one shot by a charged up Nebula boosted Dante. So in instances like that, you got to push Ginger to 5th position or use Astaroth to just get the free revive. But there are ways to defeat this line. Even if your Ginger dies, there's a ton of really easy ways to counter Dante that I'll put on I'll add that video to the end if you would like. But that is that's the rank 2 team defeated with Ginger. Yeah, on the possibly the best server in the world. And finally, to round out the top 3 of the best defensive teams on server 5 in Arena, we have Coffee Bender with his Rufus Dante line. Now, the cool thing about Sebastian is that all you need really is Maya with Biscuit to override him, and then you can do whatever you want to control the line. And I did accidentally forget to put their pet on here, but I was able to defeat this guy 5 times in a row. Of course, I messed up with the pet. The idea here is, again, to push Ginger to the back. I ended up using Astaroth here. I'm not sure why I use Astaroth instead of Chaba, but Astaroth is equally easy to get and level up. Using Maya, you're going to soft counter or hard counter Sebastian, however you want to look at it, using the Biscuit patronage. And Arachne and Ginger boosted by Nebula will just chew through this line. Once once the stuns start going and the Maya heals and the Astaroth shields and the Nebula boosted damage and Nebula heals and the, of course the Ginger damage starts to stack up, this line really doesn't have much of a chance. So there you have it, the top 3 defending teams in Arena, including Dante Dodge teams, defeated by Ginger. You are going to need a couple of heroes to defeat lineups like this, obviously, but if you love Ginger, if you absolutely love Ginger, then you have hope. You have hope. You can beat the best teams, literally the best defensive teams in the world with Ginger. Because I'm able to defeat the best defensive teams on server 5 in Arena, would I be able to say that Ginger is the best marksman damage dealer in the world, in all of Hero Wars? No, I obviously wouldn't say that, but you can use her to win. You can use her to win. Hope you guys found this video at least a little bit entertaining. If you did, please consider leaving a like. Let me know in the comment section down below who you would like to see defeat everybody in the world next. Again, really, really small sample size, so it's not actually everybody in the world, I love you all. Good luck in debate.